but we just keeping it 1,000 over here, man. So we got Red in here today, man. Our first subject, and man, what's up with Lil Durk, man? What you think about that situation, man?
Man, when I heard about that situation, I mean, any nigga that's in the streets is gonna try to avenge. Definitely, if he's deep in the street, he's gonna try to avenge his partner's death. I think Durk was too far ahead to even be going on with that foolishness. You know what I'm saying? Meaning that if he was gonna do it, he should. You know what I'm saying? He shouldn't at least got his hands dirty, to say the least. But what I think of it, I think he in the jam, bro. I think Durk is in a bad situation because I just come from there and I know how they. You know, whenever I first went in the system, a dude told me, sat me down. He say, Red. He say, when dudes come in the Fed and they have a body, they don't get out.
Mm-hmm.
And in my 21 years of being in there, that was true. Like, you very rarely see a dude that has a federal body, whether it's murder for hire or whether it's a straight up murder in the case, and he get out. I don't hope that for little bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying that he in a fight of his life. Right now, if they offer him a 20 ball, he better jump on it. Jump on it, Durk. If they offer you a 20 ball, my nigga, jump on it. And I know y'all probably saying this nigga crazy as a motherfucker. But you gotta think, bro, is that you got niggas that done sat in there for 50 grams of crack that had life. We talking about a body. We talking about somebody that done died. So yeah, Durk in a hell of a situation, bro.
Yeah. Man, how you think the system, I mean, just think about how the system keep winning, man. His daddy done did over 25 years in prison. And now he finna trade places with him and go lay in the same bunk his daddy just got out of. You know what I'm saying? The system seems like it just keep winning. You know, that almost like a generational curse, bro. You know what I'm saying?
It's almost like in my situation, my son doing 20 straight, been in 16. I did 21. And it's almost like the gift to just keep on giving. It's like your kids suffer for your sins in a way. You know what I'm saying? I never really looked at it like that. But when you look at situations like this with Durk and even my personal situation, it almost rang true.
Yeah, man, that's crazy. Cause basically, you know, when we was in the game, our goal was to get some money to get out.
Correct.
These guys done made it out. It's like they still want to play in it.
And I don't understand that. The last I checked, Durk was worth, I think, $40 million. So, and this was about a year ago. So he was definitely in the clear for our security, family, straight for life and everything. You know, it's just some shit they can't let go, man.
I mean, why you think that is, man?
I don't know, man. You know what? I just think that, like I said, I can't say nothing bad about bro if he was avenging his partner's death or however he felt about that, because I done been in that situation. But for him to be that close to it, for them to connect him to it, that was the fucked up part. Because whoever he whacked or whoever he got whacked, they don't give a fuck about that nigga. It ain't like he killed no white boy or nobody that really meant nothing. The white folks look at it like we can kill two birds with one stone. He killed this nothing ass nigga that we didn't give a fuck about anyway. You know what I'm saying? But we still gonna give him a life sentence. So now the nigga gone that he killed and Durk gonna be gone. So that's two bodies.
Two bodies.
But they really don't give a fuck. Let's
Right.
get that straight. They really don't give a fuck about it. Man, do you think they actually seeking justice for a convicted felon, Lil Ray, that hang up at the corner store because Lil Durk allegedly put a hit out on him? No, they don't care nothing about Lil Ray. That's just a game that they play. So okay, we're gonna act like we seeking justice. Really, we don't give a fuck about this nothing ass nigga. He ain't never did nothing for society, and 9 times out of 10, the nigga was probably in the game anyway. You know, if he was a motherfucking target, you know what I'm saying, a motherfucking target of a hit. And the people know that this nigga probably was a menace, but they don't give a fuck. Like I say, they gonna act like they seeking justice to kill two birds with one stone.
What you think he looking at? Like, what type of charge do you think he facing? Because I know this is his first time hearing the things that they're gonna tell him inside this courtroom.
Right now, man, Durk is shaking in his boots. Durk has never experienced anything that he is experiencing now. Right now, he's so discombobulated, man. I'm talking about his mind is really, really fucking with him right now because he's somewhere 9 times out of 10, they ain't got him in population. Not because he couldn't go there, but because of who he is. So he's sitting in that cell 23 hours a day. He can come out 1 hour, and he doing a lot of pondering, man. He doing a lot of pondering, because I don't care how gangster you is or how tough you is. When them folks get you in that little room with that oak wood table, they mean business, man. So Durk is in a lot of trouble. Like I said, if Durk plead out to a 15 or 20 piece, he did good, bro. He did good if he plead out to that.
Mm-hmm. And he on the West Coast.
That's where they got him at?
Yeah, they got him out there in California.
You remember how I said co-conspirator number one, whoever that is? Well, this complaint says co-conspirator number one is Durk. Just to be clear, this complaint is the United States of America versus Durk Banks. We talking federal. It alleges that Durk is the leader of the Chicago-based rap collective known as Only the Family, or OTF. But it says that in addition to operating as a music group, OTF is a group of individuals who, quote, engage in violence, including again and assault, all under the direction of Durk and in...
So you just heard some of that, right?
Yeah.
The thing that sticks out, the United States versus...
Yeah. I'm going to break that down to you, what's going on. In the 80s and 90s, there wasn't organized gangs just running around in every city. You know, you had the Midwest, you had the West Coast, you had a few sprinklers here and there. Back then, it was crack that they was targeting, because niggas was getting crack and they was in groups. You know what I'm saying? Like, Tampa never really been no city where we work on the block and it's 20 niggas and they work for the same nigga. You know what I'm saying? And they get a weekly check. Like Miami operated like that. Like, it might be one motherfucker, big guy, Bo Diddley, convertible Burt or whatever, and they might have 50 niggas on the block and all the niggas got their sack. And no matter, excuse me, no matter how much money they make $1,000 a week or $2,000 a week, whatever it was at that time. But I said that to say is that it was easy for the government back then to round up 30 niggas and put them away for life back then and put them in some kind of conspiracy. Well, crack is like an old game now. Even though you still got the crack hustle, it's other hustles now. You got fraud, you got the Fetty Wap, you got heroin, you know, you got pimping or whatever, you know what I'm saying, shit going on in the street. So they know crack is like almost long gone. However, the new crack is them RICO cases. It's these young niggas, it's these young rap niggas that got all this goddamn money, that's putting out hits, that got record labels under this, got gangs allegedly under the disguise of a record label. You know, because you got to think is that when you're a young nigga and you on your rap songs, you talking about murder and bodies coming up and all that type of shit, it's almost like you telling on yourself. Mm-hmm. You know, they just sold some Young Thug shit where Young Thug said something to the extent, if you fuck with me, Woody will come and get you. It's shit like that. Mm-hmm. Because we didn't have social media back then and we didn't talk about it. So what they doing right now is they filling the prisons up with the new crack law. And the new crack law, like I say, bro, is the RICO. Because they can round 20 or 30 of them up. You remember when we fell, it might be 20 niggas from St. Pete on the indictment. 20 niggas from Tampa on the indictment. All 20 niggas in Orlando. That's how they was rounding us up, bro. So now they know them times gone. But what we can do is we can get these motherfucking young niggas who committing murders and crimes, because we know they dumb ass gonna get on Instagram or TikTok or whatever and fucking talk about it, and they round their ass up. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. My expert opinion is Lil Durk is in a lot of trouble, bro. He in a lot of trouble. And people don't realize, like when I was going to the state joint, right, back and forth in the 80s and 90s, it didn't hit me. Like when you go into court, it don't hit you. That's why niggas be in and out that bitch. But when you go to the Fed and you walk in the courtroom and you see all 50 presidents, 51 or whatever, and you see the American flag and how patriotic they is, and it's Jim Doe versus the United States of America, and you feel so small in the federal courtroom. You feel so small. You can smell the oak wood, the expensive oak wood in there. The lawyers got on Italian suits with loafers. Like, you feel so small. You put like this. You feel like the least important motherfucker in the whole room. And that's the intimidating mind fuck that they play with you. That's why niggas jump on pleas. And it's almost like it's psychological. Like when you go in a federal courtroom and you see all them presidents, them old things, and that also playing a jury. You got to think, when a jury is in jury trial in a federal crime, say like if they got a federal case, when the jury go in there and they see the American flag and they see all these presidents, it's psychologically fucking with them, and they is indoctrinating them. That's what they're doing. They indoctrinating them like, do the right thing. Do the right thing. And in a lot of instances, when dudes are getting found guilty, even in my case, even though I didn't go to trial, the jury felt like for the feds to go at him, the United States of America, our great country, no matter what type of evidence that we got, this got to be a bad guy. And in a lot of instances, that's what they convict you on.
Mm-hmm. You think he going to a pen?
Nah. Put it like this. If he get a life sentence or 30 years or something like that, he definitely going to a pen. 20, put it like this. If Durk get 20 or better, he going to go to a penitentiary.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And plus they got him on some Chicago, he gang affiliated. And that's enough right there to put a, what they call it, not a safety valve. I'm trying to say valve.
Enhancement?
No, what they call that, man, in the Fed, when whenever you got a high profile case, and they call it, and that's the reason why they putting you in the pen. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times you got to think is that your case, you ain't got to do nothing on a pound to get put in ADX, to get put in the pen. I done seen niggas come straight from the county jail with 5 years, young nigga, and go straight to the pen. But guess what got him in the? But guess what actually got him in the pen?
What, the violence?
A detainer.
A detainer?
You know about that? Yeah. If you got a probation violation in the state, and you go to the Fed sometimes will put you in a pen because you got that detainer on you.
Right. Okay.
They
High
won't.
security.
Yes. They won't send you straight to the medium because you have to go see the state after you finish with this Fed time. So that's the excuse for putting you in the pen.
Mm.
Yes. I know a lot of niggas that's sitting in the pen based on the fact of, it's either three things gonna put you in the pen. The actual crime itself, crimes of violence, or well, hold on. The actual crime itself, crimes of violence, and probation violations. Definitely put you in the pen. Because you got to think, the whole time you sitting in the Fed custody, the state wants you. So they are alleging that the reason why they're putting you in this maximum security based on some security type shit. Because even though we got y'all, we still got to hand y'all over to the state.
Yeah.
So that's what's putting it up there like that.
Okay.
The Big M and assault, all under the direction of Durk and in order to maintain their status in the OTF group. It goes on to say that witness interviews have been conducted, and according to this footnote, witnesses and or family members of witnesses have been threatened relating to their participation in this investigation. This complaint says that evidence will show that Durk ordered a hit on TB and used OTF-related finances to carry it out, including the flights being purchased by a credit card linked to Durk and OTF. And it also alleges that a phone number associated with Durk texts another co-conspirator, quote, "Don't book no flight."
Now the lady said something very important if y'all paid attention. What she's trying to do is she's trying to tie Durk money or his financial situation to the game. That way, when he goes to court and he get convicted, they can try to take his money in the furtherance of that, saying that he was financing that. That's all they doing is setting him up for that. They want to break it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they don't want him to get in prison and sit in there. I mean, because he going to live like a king anyway, prison-wise, because of who he is. But far as him getting out and being able to bounce back, no. They want to take him of his freedom and they want to take him of his money. That's why she's saying that.
Well, a lot of people think because he got money, he going to get out.
No. Let me go and break that down for y'all. Martha Stewart was worth $600 million when the Fed got her. Ronald Isley was worth $50 million. R. Kelly, P. Diddy, the list goes on. Folks, PSA, the Fed do not give a fuck about your money. One, they print it. And like I always saying, you know, whenever I talk about this shit, the Fed want a body, dog. That's what they want. You know what I'm saying? You got to think is that in federal prison, because I done been around them, I done talked to them, it's millionaires in there. It's niggas that done been in prison for 20 years and they still millionaires. And they done spent $300,000 here on a lawyer. Cause I be hearing the story, nigga be like, man, I gave that motherfucking lawyer, my nigga, $250,000. Nigga done been in 15 years now. He talking about he gave a lawyer $250,000. That one fucked him over. Now he just got this another lawyer, or what is it? Brian, some Irish lawyer, something like that. He done probably fucked him out 150. So I said that to say is that is that the Fed don't give a fuck about your money. When they get you down bad, they want you. This is what the Fed want. It's either two things they want. They want you to lay in that bunk for 20 or 30 years, or they want you to tell. It ain't no in between.
Ain't no in between.
No. They want you to lay in that bunk for 20 or 30 years, get the best years out of your life, or they want you to tell. This is the advice I give anybody. If you planned on pleading out, do not get a lawyer. I'm gonna say that again. If you go to the feds and you plan on pleading out, do not get a lawyer because you're wasting your money. Because the same amount of time, according to the guidelines, that the lawyer can get you, because you're going to be on a certain scale, the public defender can do the same thing, the exact same thing. So why would I spend $80,000 on a lawyer? It doesn't make sense.